Wells Fargo denied nearly half of all black loan applicants in 2020 at the height of the pandemic, while approving 75% of white applicants. Again, that piece of news seems to underscore the whole dynamic we have with the wealth gap between white Americans and black Americans, not only adding to the fact that, according to government projections, by 2053, black wealth is projected to drop to $0. And what's the number one driver behind that? Home ownership. And if you're getting rejected for home loans, you can't get into the game that keeps you out of the game to begin with. So there's a lot of stuff here to unpack, a lot of problematic elements that sit within that. So let's talk about it. Okay, why is this happening? Again, the big banks on Wall Street, right? If you look at most of them are publicly traded, and you can see exactly where they make their money from. There was Bank of America. Let's just use them because I actually read that report. It came out that they made twice as much money from their poor customers than they did from their wealthy clients, okay? Let me repeat that. They made twice as much money from overdraft fees and high credit card interest rates than they did from their wealthy clients. Okay, and if you look at, again, the socioeconomic hierarchy, if you look at the various rungs and the different levels, in the lower end, it tends to skew more colored, right? And the lower income banking customers, same thing. So you gotta look at these things. Is it because the people are black that this is happening? No, but there's class and race tend to come together when you discuss these matters. I have to be careful how I phrase this. But look, once you see these things, no matter what the reason is for this being a reality, you got to try and do better. People who may not have had access to this information, who may not have learned this from home, which, granted, a lot of that is what contributes to this. In lower to middle class, people don't have the same level of financial literacy as the upper middle class and wealthy people. Goes without saying. But instead, and I actually wrote an article Revolt talking about this specifically, what you could do if you really want to make these high interest fees, you can do it by repositioning people to go from where they don't. You don't just give them all these high interest credit cards until they can't pay it back, and then you throw them to the side of the road and wait for the next sucker to turn 18 and then sell them a bunch of stuff. Instead move them into the pathway to ownership. Help them get to where they own and then charge them right there, because again, you're reducing the wealth gap. You're still making the same amount of money, and when you look at something like that, it shows that you have not done that. In the meantime, for everybody else out there, people that look like anybody that's really doesn't come from money, make sure you learn money so when they come and point to everything but your color, you can say, I got all my ducks in a row. So what's up? Am I gonna get this money or no?